Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the hops on a number line strategy to solve division problems. First of all, you're going to need a number line that starts at 0, and you're also going to need a division problem. Our division problem today is going to be 12 divided by 2 equals blank. So we have been using the hops on a number line strategy to solve multiplication problems. When we do that, we start at 0 and we hop up the number line until we get to the answer, okay? Today, since division is the opposite of multiplication, we're going to be doing this in an opposite way. Just like instead of doing repeated addition, we're doing repeated subtraction for division. We're getting smaller. So instead of hopping up the number line, we're actually gonna be hopping down the number line to get to 0. So this is the first number, which is 12, and this is where we start at. We're gonna start at 12 instead of at 0. So you always start at whatever your total number is. And we're going to hop backwards by this number, okay? That means that we're going to hop back by 2s until we get to 0. So if I count backwards, we're hopping down the number line, so our hops are gonna look like that. Our hops are gonna be going this way. We're not doing arrows up the number line, we're hopping down the number line because we're getting smaller because this is division. So my first hop is going to go from 12, and we're going to go backwards. 1, 2. Remember to count your spaces. So that means it's going to land on 10. Now we're going to count back 2 more spaces. 1, 2. That second hop's going to land on 8. We're hopping backwards by 2. 1, 2. And you keep hopping backwards until you get to 0. 1, 2. 1, 2. And your last hop should be from this number, which should look the same as this number, to land on 0. 1, 2. And our answer is going to be how many hops did it take to get from 12 to 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer here would be 6, okay? It's just like repeated subtraction when we did how we subtract like 12 minus 2 equals 10. And then we would take 10 minus 2, that equals 8. Then we would take 8 minus 2, and we keep subtracting until we get to 0. That's exactly what we're doing here. It took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to subtract to 0. It took us 6 hops to get to 0. It's the exact same thing as repeated subtraction, but with a number line. So let's come down here and try another problem, okay? This one, let's do 9 divided by 3. So we're gonna start with our big number, which is 9. We're gonna find 9 on the number line, and we're gonna start here, and we're gonna hop backwards by 3s. If you were doing repeated subtraction, you would do 9 minus 3 until you got to 0. Here, we're hopping backwards by 3 until we get to 0, okay? The hops are going to have 3 in them. Make sure you are hopping down the number line, not up. Make sure you don't start at 0, but we're hopping to 0 because this is the opposite of multiplication. And make sure you're counting the spaces instead of the tick marks, okay? So 1, 2, 3. It's gonna land on 6. 9 to 6, that's 1 hop. Now go back 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Second hop's gonna land on 3. Go back 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Last hop should always land on 0 perfectly. And then my answer is how many hops did it take? It took 1, 2, 3 hops. And if you want to check yourself, you can say, well, 9 minus 3 equals 6, which is where that hop landed. 6 minus 3 equals 3, which is where this hop landed. And 3 minus 3 equals 0, so that's where this hop landed. So that means that 1, 2, 3 subtraction times is the answer. 3 hops is the answer. And that is a good way to check yourself with repeated subtraction. So hopping down the number line is very similar to repeated subtraction. It's just getting to 0, and the answer is not 0. The answer is not 9. It's not the second number. It's how many hops did it take to get there, okay? So the answer is how many hops is your answer. Just like over here, it's how many times you had to subtract. Okay, so I hope this video helped explain things a little bit better. Good luck, guys, and let me know if you have any questions.